Are you still watching? Insert show title here. Yes, I am. Stop judging me. Hello, hello. How are we all doing? Are we doing well? So, one of the silver linings in this pandemic that we're in is that we've got loads of time to binge watch TV shows. So today I'm going to be talking about my favourite Netflix shows. There's a few that I'm not going to be reviewing in this video because I'm doing separate videos about them. That is The Crown, because Series 4 is coming out in a few weeks, so that review will be on the 23rd of November. In December there will be a video of my favourite Black Mirror episodes. And also I'm going to wait for Series 4 of The Chilling Adventures of Sabrina to come out and do a separate video about that because I absolutely love it. We'll start with Stranger Things. I love this show so much. I got so hooked on it. The kids in that show are amazing. And they've really developed their craft over the 3 seasons. And honestly, I can't wait for season 4 because that is going to be amazing. But we don't know when that'll be. But I need answers. I was really surprised that I liked this because, like, the premise of it is like alien sci-fi type stuff. And I don't usually like that kind of thing. But I think it was like the individual stories that really like hooked me in. And like throughout the 3 seasons, there's so many different subplots. But my favourite one has to be Dustin and Steve being friends. It was just a really unpredictable pair and they worked really well together. And they've got a really good chemistry. And we love Babysitter Steve. And Millie Bobby Brown is a little star, and I've talked about how much I love her before in the Enola Holmes video, so I won't go into it again, but she's great. We'll move on to another one with child actors, and it is I Am Not Okay With This. Do you know what I'm not okay with? The fact that it's not being renewed. I'm so angry about that. I don't want to give spoilers, but it was just starting to get really juicy and it was going to go so many cool places, but they cancelled it because of like prioritising other series. I hope that in the future maybe they'll renew it, but when it gets to that, the kids are going to be too old to play those characters. It's got 2 of the kids from It, and I've talked before about how much I loved those films. Wyatt Olaf is a comedy genius. His character is just so awkward, but he's so relatable. And I don't know, everything he did just kind of had me in stitches. You just kind of feel every emotion that that character is feeling because Wyatt is doing it so realistically and you're really connecting with him. It had a bit of like Carrie vibes as well. Like, I don't want to give things away because it is a really good series and I think everyone should watch it. But if you watch it, you'll know what I mean. Another one of my favourites, this is a bit of a guilty pleasure to be honest, it's Unbreakable Kimmy Schmidt. I usually don't like this kind of thing, but Titus makes the whole show. He's just such an icon. His character is just so larger than life, but also one of the most relatable things ever. He's just so sassy and energetic when he wants to be, but he's also really, really lazy. And I really relate to that. And Jon Hamm as the Reverend. I always forget how good Jon Hamm is at comedy because like I see him in other things and he is a very good like straight actor. But he's really, really funny. The Reverend is just such a stupid character. And like he's also a DJ as well, and it's the ponytail, just everything is just ridiculous, but I love it. The whole show is just nuts. There are so many bits that just don't make sense, but I don't know, I was addicted. I was absolutely addicted to it. But then I rewatched the whole thing when the interactive special came out and I just lived it all over again. The interactive one is really good though. I get so stressed with those though, because you think that you're making all the right decisions and then it comes up that you have to go back a few steps and you're like, oh my God, why? Sex Education is also a really, really good show. It's got such a fantastic cast and it's a real like ensemble piece. Asa Butterfield plays the main character Otis, but there are so many standout supporting characters as well. And the look of the show is really, really cool because it's like modern but retro at the same time. It just feels kind of like timeless because they've got like smartphones and laptops, but then they're also dressed kind of 90s. Also, it's an English school, but they're not wearing uniforms. And they're wearing like the sports jackets that you'd see in like an American high school show. So it's done really well to kind of not pin it to a specific thing and just make it about the characters. And with that, it just becomes its own thing and it just adds more atmosphere. It's so good. The show's just so diverse. It explores so many different sexualities and it's very racially diverse as well. There's a great mix. And even though it's set in a school, it's not just about the kids, it's about the teachers, it's about the parents, and it's not just about like romantic and sexual relationships. It's about family relationships and friendships, and it's just so well made, well written, well directed, well acted, everything. And I'm so excited for series 3. My most recent find on Netflix is Dead to Me. I put off watching it for so long because I didn't think it was going to be my thing, and I watched it and it is so good. I don't want to give any spoilers because I really, really enjoyed every turn of that show. There were so many things that I thought were happening and then they weren't, and then something just comes right out of the blue, and everything about that show, it's so well written. Christina and Linda are so good together, like they're a perfect pair, and the story on its own is very, very good, but they're like the icing on the cake because they make it so much better. It deals with some really heavy topics because the basic premise of the show is that her husband got hit by a car and she's trying to find out who did it. But it doesn't depress you. It's constantly exciting because there's always something else happening. I don't want to give it away, I really, really don't. But I cannot wait for series 3 because I need to know. I need to know. So those are just some of my favourite Netflix shows. Thanks for watching. Give it a like if you liked it. Subscribe if you want more of this. But as always, stay safe and look after yourselves. Bye!